Welcome to Preserving Our Oral History. Today, we are featuring Dundas.
Good afternoon. My name is Dundas. I born August the 7th, 1966. I grew up in St. Cuthbert's Mission, down the creek, about 5 miles down the creek. And as a little boy growing up, I could remember when I was in 9 years how we used to live in those days. In those days, the food that we used to eat in those days was cassava bread, which we call kali, and sauce with dry meat, wild hog, wild cow, labo, and fishes like lakonani, patwa, wabre, pirai. No flour, no rice. The beverage that we used to drink is cassava juice, what we call belchiri. And in those days, that was very healthy for our body because we never used to get sick like in this time. Why see little ones there getting sick. And I grew up in an Arawak family. My grandmother, she only talks Arawak, no English. Arawak. And we know, in those days, we know the Arawak so fluent that only Arawak dialect we speak as children. We used to paddle from there to come to school every morning with heavy stream. All of us where we lived, we paddle. And in those days it was very hard. From now to then, when I look at it, we were like in an isolated area where there was no civilization yet. And as growing up, I could remember when we going to school, we had no footwear, nothing, no book bag, no book, only slate. We call slate to write on. And in those days, our teacher was Leland Clinkian, Lloyd Andrews, and Luke Simon. And even though things was hard that time, it was simple, like if nothing wasn't hard. But as I grew up, as now I become a big man now, I see how hard it was. And the mission was jungle through the landing road, was only jungle. And in the mission where the school, or now the primary school, there was a little small settlement. And everybody was friendly. And in those days was a lot of tigers around, plenty. The tiger used to come and catch them dogs from the village and carry them. And we had a bush people call kanaimo. As night stepping, so whistle. Everybody going to their house, and those days was only yarrow. Yarrow is some fine wattle, and we use lamp. That time we call lamp or flambeau. We then had bed, nothing, no netting. In the middle we light a small fire for catch all night, for chase away the mosquito, also for keep us warm. And those days, my parents, they never be stable in the house with us. We move, we gonna hunt, fishing. 2 weeks come back. When we come back home, we place stick with grass all around. We gotta clean it back again. And when it's clean out, we call it home again. When we fish and we meat run out now, we go back again, routine all the time, same thing. We make cassava bread and fresh sauce, and we gone again. And now it's changed a lot now. Here from 1991 to now, this village developed. Allah. When I live with my granny and she need me to go somewhere, if she want a company to go to farm, she will tell me, Aaron Bante Wusa Kabuya. It means Aaron, let's go farm with me. Daichi to Bayu Kebo Kento Ukuriro Kebo Wakaliya. Let's go and check the farm. Maybe the deer is around now and the akuri they are destroying the cassava. And we go and check. When we meet now, it's the same thing. The akuri eat the cassava and she begin to row. She said, Tu hamatali, Tashka Farah the Kino, Kalima. Sa, she came to hatch it up, bita the kushi. What she's saying now, this akuri and this deer damage the cassava bread. Because if we get a gun now, we could get somebody who gonna kill it. And when we get here now, we cook it, put good pepper for burn here, you know, because it's so destructive. When in those days, everybody just look out for one another. In like this time when you say, if I could say, Jonah tell me good afternoon, I would tell his grandmother, his dad. In those days, if we don't tell an elder good afternoon or good morning, grandmother or grandfather, they would go back and tell our parents or my grandmother. And when we reach home, she will feed us good, give us cassava bread with fish, or we could soak, or we could drink with belchiri. When she done now, she could ask me if we need more. Hashikakwa? Hey, Granny. That means, yes, Granny, we need more. And then she could give him more. When we finish now, we play thinking nothing, that she get a report about us that we didn't tell the elder good afternoon. She would hold we now. Hold we and get a piece of wood and lash we good from we foot and say why we didn't tell the elder good afternoon. You know? And that used to make me scared. So everything is good afternoon, uncle. Good morning, uncle. Good day, good night. That is in English. In Arawak, Pahibeli, Bakalamandabo. Grandfather, good afternoon. Jinchi, Lekoha. Uncle, good day. Chichi, Lekuma Hamajiha. Auntie, good afternoon. How you guys doing? And in return now, then go tell you, Sakankoa Bari Adayali Rondoma. We are okay by the grace of God. When we used to go to Mahaika, we used to go through King Grove with my grandmother again. You get one of my cousins used to steer the boat. She used to be in the middle. I used to be in front. We can paddle from Mission Landing or go to King Grove. We not using no watch at that time, no clock, nothing. In the evening, like around about 6 we got left. She go watch to the east. And if you watch carefully to the east, just when the sun going down, you go see a star. And when she see the star now, she go measure it with the sun going down red. She go say, now it's 6 o'clock. And when the star go reach in the middle, she said, that time we go reach Madoni, that is 12 o'clock. And 12 o'clock. And we go allow it a little bit. We go pull over we boat and so on, and then we go over in the conservancy now. She go watch the star again. She go say, we go, Wando Hassan. Sa Urisebe. She said no. She said we go reach good at 4 o'clock, King Grove. And in those days we just be tired. Sometimes when I pull now, I go rest. So she go wait and see what happened there. Sometimes she go take ship while now joke me back and me go jump. No. And in those days, them old people been stricken always. They used to say, you's a man. She said, you's a man. She know she talk to me now. You's a man. When you grow old, you go get a wife. That is how you go. That is how you go mind your wife. You gotta pull this part up, and let we go. Now we go pull. Now we go pull the next man at the back. The same thing. Sometimes we button up in the bush again. She gonna run off for jokey. Yeah. Yeah, she gonna run off for jokey now, and then she go row with you again. So now when we reach Flagstaff 4 o'clock now, we got pull over we boat there again. When we reach there again, we go pull over. Our daytime now we go reach in the conservancy at Cane Grove now. When we reach there now, them Indian people now we go see them fetching water, then water in them bowl. Young boys, young girls, everybody. And she know for address them good. She go call them Mati, she don't know their name. Mati. Indian people, black people, she go call them Kompe. But it's like when you say sorry, you know, good morning. Yes. And then go call she auntie, and those days everybody, they really respect one another, and those were all us we look at during those days. And it was hard for we. We got no engine, nothing, just paddle. We used to walk with the tide, travel with the tide. When water wash from here, we go down with it. When water fall from here, we go down with the tide. And whilst we go down, she just used to walk with she quake, she warashi, she pepper pot, she curly, she belchiri. And everything that already prepared home. So we don't cook no way. One sail straight down. Yeah, whilst we going now, we got a fish in each one, and we got a rod. And those days we never used to use hook, like we make our own hook. We used to get them short pin and make hook. And we never had no catgut line. We used to use a plant, shoot something like a pine, but they don't have this defined plant. We call it ikili. And then now we go hook it up on a rope and tie the rope and pull it down. And when we pull it down now, we get a rope. She go spin for we. She go spin it very fine. And then now she go spin about 2 yards for each one now. And there we make we hook rod. And in those days we used to get a special tree where we cut for hook rod. So the rod must be flexible, like spring. So when you throw your hook, if it's a big fish or a fine fish, the rod must take the weight good. It must bend, soft. When we catch the fish now, she go clean while we fishing. If me catch 4 big ones, she compliment me for that. The next man behind something, he no catch none, she go row with it for that again. Yeah. So what me just don't know, but let he catch. I don't put no bait on my hook. So he go catch steady. Now, when me no catch now, she ask me what happened to me. Then we go put back bait on my hook now, fishing again. And we get catch now. And she pepper pot was only pepper. You hardly seen any like the sauce inside, only pepper. But when you eat cheese sauce, steady is like you get cool all the time. You only got to tie a kerchief around your neck for blow steady. Your mouth red around it. And those is what she used to do. She used to light like something like a piece of curry man, and that got light now, and that she go hold around her mouth. So when we hold it, she said I should take away the heat now, the hotness of the pepper from her mouth. Yes. So all that we learn. Sometimes now whilst traveling, the moon go clip. And the moon go clip now. You see getting redder and redder as he go. She go knock she paddle hard on the boat. Drang. So like, you know, that isn't believe. She go say, the yali row, what do more now. When he gone now, She go say yes. Adayali dikawa waburasan. She means to say God is good because when you see moon, the party between the earth and if it stick now, everything done, we life done, everybody, the whole world. Yeah. And due to my willingness when I go with she, King Grove, she go buy clothes for me. Sometimes she will give me money, 5 cents or 2 cents. I remember a time she gave me 25 cents. I buy a shirt pants and I buy a shoes that time. That is what I buy for me. And when I come home now, I even try on the pants. When I come home, the pants tight for me, the shoes can't fit me. That was the next problem again. So what she used to do now, she selfless buy it for me now. And me pants them was big, short pants like this, but it did till here. And the short was a thick short. I forget what it cloth name, but it's thick. And now the pocket, which is supposed to be here, and I put my short in my pants. The pants is covered the pocket so you can see the pocket. And we never had book bags. Here in this short here was the book bag in here. And we here used to thick. You know, get comb, nothing. We hand is with comb. You mix so and you are right there. Yeah. Soap, we never used to get soap. At that time was scarce. You got a leaf by the creek, what they call soap wood. That leaf we just take and mash up and just make a lot of rock. And then we go wash your hand with now. When we finish there, we go to the lime tree, pick the lime leaf, the young shoot, and then mash it up with the hand now. And then rub it up for our face and we fresh. No reg, nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I grew with my granny and she was a very disciplined lady. She was a single parent. She grew all her children from farm and even her grandchildren them. And even great-grand she mind them after farming. And today she teach me how for plant, when for plant, what time for plant, how for plant. Meaning that when you plant, you make sure that you got to eat good. Your belly must full, right up. She said when you go for plant, when you belt your food, you must come out from your mouth back. And the time for plant is full moon again. So she said you crop them, whatever you plant, if you plant corn, the corn them was full. If you plant watermelon, the watermelon them was big, rosy. And she got a time again when for plant pine again. When you plant pine, you don't have to eat enough. Half of your food, and you're gonna plant pine. Because the reason she said when you plant pine and you want to go toilet, stop plant, don't plant no more. Your pine now when it bare now, we got a kind of jelly over it. And you go black inside. No matter how the pine look nice. Cassava now, when you plant kali again, you plant it with the moon again. When you see the moon like this and it's quarter, then you plant. She said when you plant seed again, corn seed, you get a stick, you juke and put your seed in there and never knock on a wood. She said if you knock on a wood, the insect go hear it and you go hear when the seed a cry and you go in on the seed and you go eat out the seed inside. So she had enough rules them time. Cane, when you plant cane, she said you got to go morning early. When you shadow long, so your cane trying to go long. Afternoon late, round about 4 o'clock again, when you shadow this so. She said that time you could plant again. Not all time. If you plant when the sun there so, and you shadow either even when your cane trying to go short. Yes. Yeah. So So she had plenty rules in farming. And through the, she used to get nice produce. Nice produce. So she used to get nice crop. And she said, don't plant again. You got to plant for dark night. If you planted moonlight, pests will destroy your crop again. Yeah. At time I could remember when we went home, an old guy by the name of Babush, he was deaf. He had 2 dogs and he used to live a place called Arawak, about 3 miles from Fongout. And he used to come every weekend for sale Waradero. In those days I used to call Waradero Money Man. And one afternoon we hear dog barking and he crying. So my grandmother said in Arawak, she said, Kanabali Bab, Piro, Yambo, Dai Chilira Bab Chikahaka, you know. She said, oh my God, hear Bob dog crying now. Something Bob must be drowned, she said. So we said we could go and check. She said no. Musa Hali Heloro. So she said, let me don't go. Because if it so be the case, we can't answer to police. Indeed, the old man drowned. And police, they come the next day through the creek now for investigate. But the old man a drink by this side. He drink at the top side by a place called Cashew, where some Barbician used to live. So there he drink. And below we got a strong thorn where the water just come like this and circle before he send you out. So there's the water he travel, the piece strong place he travel, and the boat capsized with it. And so he go. So he drowned it. The next day the police come and they stop by she force to find out. On a small children in those days, we all gather around like, oh here, what is it? So when she see me, she chase me in Arawak. She say, who sa yahaya? Hiko aita hamara, hiko aita hawa. Tubukutari okutohada hoken usong abo. He think that to birahi. So when she tell me, so we gone. The police, they don't understand nothing what she tell me. They see that we disappear. She mean for say now that let me move out from here. This police them, they could hold we, question we, even though we don't know about it, then go give you sweet tea. And we can start to ask stupidness and then go hold me and carry. That's what she means to say in the dialect. Yeah. Some in the now, as growing up with her now, when we sleeping now in the morning, the first thing she go and step it, she go hunch your ribs. She go say, you awake? You know, a small share, you make a little roll like that. She lash you up on your head. Here she go lash you, go wake now. She go say, wake now. Here door quarrel, holla. Rub your hand. Now the door quarrel go holla now. It's on board. She said, door quarrel. So me got wake up no matter how me sleep, me rub. She said, rub your hand more fast. So me got rub me hand now. She went the hand down, rub them now. She said, yes. That is good. You're going to be a whaling man. When you're big, you're going to know for fishing. You're going to do your farm, nothing not going hard for you. You're going to mind your wife good. You're going to know for make axe handle. You're going to know for make paddle. So she tell me now. Yeah. So when she see me in my farm now, I was growing up now, me had my own farm. I was a young boy like 25 years, 19, 20 years. Me had my own farm now. Planting, my crops was cassava, daga for the inside. Kali, edo, plantain, banana, cane. Well, during those days we don't used to get sugar like how we get it now. If we get sugar, it's black. So what she used to do, she used to make we go and cut them tall 83. And in the 83 now, we go she go make we bust it in like a diamond shape. So and take it out. And we go left it there like about for 3 hours. And then we go back with we pot and one little cup. That is now for the juice now. We go dip it out, throw it in the pot. Then when we go home now, we go strain it. And then she go boil it whole. When she boil it now, we turn like syrup and it's sweet. There we get sugar there. She go ask me for peel a coconut. You peel the coconut, grate it. She go strain it and throw in the milk inside and we get milk there. So during those days it wasn't difficult like now. Now we want all kind of things to eat. We want chicken, we want natural milk, we want condensed milk, we want the sugar, what we call it, some gold in there, man. Yes, that we need. But in those days now, life was just good for we. And it changed a lot now in the mission, and now we could only go and see concrete structure, zinc, and things. And those days we were happy bad. The only thing used to bother me was Yako when he whistle. When he whistle, we block we ears. When he knock, we frighten, we just talking easy. But now we ain't frighten them thing no more because everybody gets civilized now.
Thanks to all the donors that made this project possible. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! Until the next time.